is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back with How to Kill a Kit with Style. So my son had left these graduation pictures on my desk. They were just taken a little bit ago, and I decided I'm going to scrap them. So I'm going to start with this paper from Maggie Holmes, I think, Shine Collection. That's a calendar, and that is going to be my background. And then I am going to go through the 6x6 pad and pull out a couple pieces for layers. In addition to this red We Are Memory Keepers paper as well. So this one I'm going to fussy cut and realize that's going to take forever. You guys don't need to watch me fussy cut. So I just turned off the camera and fussy cut and turned it back on. So my idea is to make a little kind of scallopy banner at the bottom of the picture, and maybe even the top is kind of what I am toying with. I'm not really sure if that's where I'm going to go with it, but in the meantime I am going to do some paper layers behind my photo. So I picked two black and whites, kind of that bluish mintish color, and then the red, and those will be my layers. Now I don't want them completely straight. I do like the look of them slightly offset. And this blue paper I really like, and I only have one piece of it left, so I decided to gut it a little bit, as well as that black and white stripe. I like that it can kind of go all the way across, but I feel like a good black and white, especially with any kit, is something that you kind of need to have almost even till the end. So I will end up cutting just strips of it off so that I can put it on each side, and that way it's not wasted behind the layers, which is not normally what I do, but today I was feeling like I'm gonna need that stripe again, and so that's what's gonna happen. I hope you guys can't hear the wind. It is crazy windy outside. I know people say that a lot, and I don't hear a lot of the things that they hear, but just in case. So now I am going to figure out where those scallops are going to go. I do decide to just have them on the bottom and not do the one on the top. And I also took out the brown one. I felt like there really wasn't any brown on this layout, and I'm not the hugest fan of brown and black together. I don't know about you, but are there like color combinations that you're like, they're just not my favorite? I remember for my wedding when I told my girlfriends that I wanted purple and red, they were like, they thought I was crazy. But in the end, they said it looked okay, so that's good. I don't think they were just being nice, but maybe. So I love how those look on the bottom. I am not going to add any adhesive foam to the back of this picture. I am going to keep it rather flat because I am going to use some brads in my embellishing, and they already pop it up. So here are those brads. The red brads and the blue brads are just perfect colors, and they match really well. So I just pull them out. So basically when I have a kit, I kind of go through everything in the kit and just pull out items that I think might work. And I will go through the ephemera packs and pull out pieces and then put the rest away. And then I will take all of those items that I think I might want to get on the layout and put it in a dish. So it kind of like narrows it down. So it's not as overwhelming. Sometimes I feel like when there's too much product, it can be overwhelming and you're not really sure what you want to put on the layout without it looking like all of your embellishments fell on your layout. Now, don't get me wrong, because I really do sometimes like the look of, I want to call it embellishment vomit, but that doesn't sound very nice. Maybe more of an explosion. That's not really nice either, but I hope you understand what I'm saying and don't just think I'm totally crazy. So here I am going through those tags. I do want some tags on here just so that I can put some journaling. It's going to be hidden journaling, basically just talking about how proud I am of him and how well he's done in school. And that's kind of my thought process. Of course, I have not yet journaled on this page, and it will go in my pile of layouts that are to be journaled, because that's how I roll. So there's my little basket. You can see it looks a little less overwhelming. So here I am trying out this tag and realizing that I can't do the stripes because then it just makes the layer in the back look really funny. So I'm going to settle on these 2 tags and put the other ones up and away. So my thought with the bird is about how time flies, and that's why the bird is going on the page. Now, the paper airplane is just something funny and something that you would see at school, and so that was kind of my thought process for that. I will add the brads instead of the twine in the tags, and they are quite dimensional. I could have very easily just popped it off the brad part, but I didn't. So I am doing just the big photo cluster and a little cluster in that left upper hand corner. And it's kind of funny because I guess now that I'm looking at it, there really are 3 clusters. You have one down at the bottom right of the photo, one in the upper right, and then one across the page. So it's funny how even when you don't try to use the visual triangle, you tend to use the visual triangle just because it's pleasing to the eye. So that actually was not my intention. That was very accidental, I guess you could say. So there are 2 chipboard pieces. The first one is that banner on the bottom that says "You are my sunshine," and then the little star above the bird. So now I'm going to work on that cluster up in the corner. I have that one die cut banner and I want to add some more colors. I really like when you do banners to do 3, or at least 3 colors, because this is technically only 2 banners, but the sticker does have 2 colors in it. So the sticker wasn't quite long enough to make it past on the top and the bottom. So I just cut it in half, knowing that this little label piece with the Epic Day flare is going to go on there, and then that paper airplane will make it, but the clip itself will not. I just basically tore it off. So I'm adding a couple of wood veneer pieces, and I will probably circle the day of graduation, which will be in May, and it probably won't be on the right day per se of the week, but I will just make a circle, and that's why I decided to do the picture on the right hand side versus the left hand side, because I wanted to circle the day that he actually graduates. So it is quite an epic day for him to graduate. He has been in the same private school since he was in kindergarten. And it's very small. So there's 1 class per grade. So he's been in the same class with the same kids for 9 years. And that little sticker that I added right there says, reach for the stars, I think. Catch a falling star. Reach for the stars, I think. So then I decided to add some little stars. So yeah, he heads to public school next year for high school, and he will be in a class of 400 instead of 20. So it's a big step, but I know he will do great. So that is going to be it. If you have any questions, I will answer them if you leave them in the comments down below. I read all of them. So thank you so much for watching. And I've got some close-ups here of this cute little bird and that little wood veneer piece that says follow your heart. So sweet. So that's gonna do it for me. Check out everybody else who is doing how to kill a kit with style, and remember to wear your crown. We'll see you next time. Bye.